Hi, welcome to Vegetables Day 88. So today was an okay day. As far as what I got done, I got a load of laundry put away. I, at one point this morning, had all of the dirty dishes done. Haven't done any since this morning, so I still have lunch and dinner dishes, but that's a far cry better than what I had this morning. I still have the skillets are all clean except for one, and I still have to put them away, but they're clean. I did get a load of laundry in the washer, and I will probably get it in the dryer before I go to bed. But then it was a beautiful day out today in the mid-60s, so I got to go outside, and it was really nice. I hope to be able to start growing some lettuce and some spinach, and they typically have to be kept in a pretty cool place. Once the heat of summer comes along, the lettuce typically will die, along with the spinach, and probably some broccoli and maybe some cauliflower. I'm not quite for sure yet. It depends on what I can find at the nursery, because I didn't get seedlings started, which should have been started about a month ago, so I'll just have to buy plants. But what I've decided to do is I bought 2 large plastic totes, and I'm going to grow it that have wheels on the bottom. So I'm going to grow it in those and then move them in and out of the sun all summer, and hopefully, if I keep them well watered and move them out of the sun in the afternoon, then they'll grow pretty much all summer long. If one plant ends up getting too old and bitter tasting, then I'll be able to plant another one. And then in the winter, hopefully by winter time, I'll have some kind of system set up so that I roll them inside and put them under grow lights or something along those lines, so that I can have fresh homegrown lettuce all year round. And the reason I'm want to do that is because sure, I can go to the store and buy lettuce, but it seems like no matter where I go buy the lettuce at, they only have like 2 or 3 days as far as on the expiration date. Well, that does me no good, yeah. I can't, so that means, I have to go to the store every single day just to go buy salad, so lettuce. And I understand that being Whole Foods plant-based does not mean you eat nothing but salads. I understand that. But salads are a big part of it, and even just spinach. I like to put spinach on a lot of stuff, but I think the thing that bothers me the most about spinach is I can't stand the stems. And when spinach is picked, you got like this much leaf and then like this much stem. And then I have to sit there and I have to pick all the stems off. So if I grow my own, I can harvest the lettuce or spinach without the stems. Plus, I know what I put on it as far as fertilizer, which I typically don't put any fertilizer on it. I don't put any kind of bug stuff on it. And I don't get bugs. Better knock on wood. But so far, in the summers, I've been growing lettuce on my front porch in my planter boxes. And I've not had any bugs. So I just want to, make that bigger. So having said that, what I did today is about a week ago or so, last time it was warm, I raked up a whole bunch of twigs from the trees that fell, the twigs that fell from the trees during the ice storm. So I had raked a big pile of that up. So, I can't fill those tubs completely full of dirt. One, it'd make it too heavy. Two, it's too expensive. So I took those twigs, which are now dead, and put them in the bottom of the tubs. And it will also help with drainage. And of course I, drilled holes in the bottom for drainage as well. So that's the plan. Now, executing might be a different story. But the other thing I did today is I have 2 raised planter beds, and I worked on getting a lot of the dead weeds and the dead grass out of those. One is completely, it didn't have any grass in it to begin with. It just had a few, viney things. So I got rid of those. They're dead. And then the other planter is chocked full of grass. So I was trying to get a lot of that out too. And then finally, I have Flash, my golden retriever. He absolutely loves to play ball. And, of course we can't do that in the winter because it's too cold for me to go outside and stay out there. So I played fetch with him today. And the way I do it is I have an old tennis racket that, I don't know, we bought for, I think, my grandson. I don't remember. Some kind of tennis racket. And then we just use tennis balls and boom. And the dog absolutely loves it. As far as activities, then, that they get me pretty active. So yeah, a little more active. I mean, they wasn't sitting down as much. Oh, and of course you can tell I did curl my hair a little bit today. As far as steps, today so far I have 4,619, which is equivalent of 2 miles. My resting heart rate this morning was 59 beats per minute. And right now it's 73 beats per minute. It's 9 o'clock. I stood for 92 minutes. And let's just take a look at my little circles. I would never remember how to do that. I think I have to go to the bottom. Nope. Show all highlights. Activity. Oh, I had it yesterday. Heart rate? No. Stand minutes? Show all data. No. I had it yesterday. There we go. I have to go from summary to browse. And then from browse I can click on activity. So my moving calories today, I had 453 out of 500. So this doesn't have the percentage, so I like the way that the watch gives the percentage. So that's 91%. Exercise, I got 2 minutes out of 15, which was 13%. And then for standing, I got 14 hours of 12. So that was 116%. And actually, let's see, for steps, oh yeah, 4,619. This only says 4,605. And I think it's because there was one point where I was carrying my phone, but I did not have my watch on. And it did register that I climbed 2 flights of stairs. And that could be because, going outside, I have to go up and down stairs or up and down the wheelchair ramp. So it recorded steps or stairs. So, that's good, I guess. As far as weight, I did weigh myself twice today. And this morning, let's see, I was 237.9. And then I just weighed myself about half an hour ago, and I was 240 even. So, about 2 pounds is normal. But still happy that I'm staying, around that 240 mark. I'm not really going above it. But, Scott and I were talking today. He's like, well, you don't really eat that much compared to what I do. And I'm not gaining weight, but well, no, he didn't say that. He doesn't think that I eat that much, and he doesn't understand because of what I eat. He doesn't understand, well, why are you not losing any weight? And, it got me to thinking it's got to be the amount of fat that I'm consuming. He also thinks that there is something, metabolically going on with me that is preventing me from losing weight. And I did note a couple days ago that I did see a trend from September when I started having or getting the steroid shots. And, I started seeing a trend where my weight went up. So I think it's the steroid shots. Because, one of the side effects is you gain weight. Excuse me. So as far as eating today, this morning I had peanut butter and banana oatmeal. And I only had 1 cup of coffee. And the reason I only had 1 cup was that Scott and I got involved in a conversation, a pretty long one. And even though I had made a full pot of coffee, Scott and I talked so long and I forgot about the coffee. And that I boiled most of it away. I barely even had a cup. So, oops on my part. But good on my part because, I only had 1. And like I said, it was barely a cup of coffee. So that's all I had for lunch, or breakfast. For lunch, I had a sweet kale salad mix. And, most of you, I'm sure, have seen that. It's one of the most popular ones you can get at Sam's Club, Costco, Walmart, Kroger, Target, all over the place. So I had that. And then for dinner, I did kind of wait too long. I still ate at home. So what I decided to have is leftover beef stew. And while that was heating up, I did have a few saltine crackers. I was going to make miniature meatloaves, so I was thawing the meat out for that. but by that time it was pretty late. It was almost 7 o'clock, and I didn't want to take the time because I knew if I made the meatloaves it'd be close to 8:30, and I really didn't want to eat that late. So I decided to have leftover stew instead. And then I did forget, after breakfast, while Scott and I were conversing, I also had a Russell Stover's sugar-free peanut butter cup. Yeah, I know. They're no good. But, it's only one. I never have more than one. And, it's my sweet treat, I guess. But that's all I've had to eat today. I guess I should put that into a calorie counter just so I can keep track of how many calories I am eating, just so I can see if it is a lot of food or it's not. Just to kind of see where I'm at. I did measure both the peanut butter and the maple syrup today, because I am trying to cut back on those, but I did not measure the coconut milk. So I guess it'd be kind of hard to put into a calorie program like, Fitness Pal, or I think Apple has one. I'm just trying to think, what else did I do today? I played on the computer as usual. Love playing my games. Played on my phone. But, really not much happened today. And, nothing. A lot of times, when I talk about a subject, it's because something has prompted it. And, since nothing has really happened. Now, it is spring break, so I got a good night's sleep. So I am beginning to think that maybe the fatigue is just because I'm just not sleeping enough on school days. So I really need to get past this, get up at 9 and go to bed at midnight, because it's just not working during school. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope that you continue to enjoy watching my daily diary, because that's essentially what it is. It's a diary where I just talk about what I did and how I'm feeling for the day. Just your typical diary entries. It's just the differences is that you get to watch. But please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload the video every day. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.